Last night you got your suitcases out, dug out your passport and found the sun cream. The flight to Spain is only next week. You can let yourself get excited about your holiday now, even though it's been booked for months. The kids can't wait and nor can you. But you woke up this morning and you feel like you've been swallowing broken glass all night. Your throat is dry, sore and swollen. Your voice sounds like somebody's strangling you. You get out of bed to get a drink of water, but that cold water burns its way down your throat. You can't imagine what eating is going to be like. There's never a good time for a sore throat. Before your holidays or a big event, you really need to be at your best. But even in the middle of a humdrum week, we've all been here before where a sore throat suddenly appears and threatens to wreck our plans. Most of us will get 1 or 2 sore throats a year. If you work with children or your work brings you into contact with lots of people, you may well pick up 1 or 2 more sore throats a year. But what should you do if you get one? To cut to the chase, is this sore throat that you've just woken up with going to need antibiotics, or will it go away on its own? Well, we know that 9 out of 10 sore throats are caused by viruses. Viruses cause colds, coughs and flu as well as sore throats. And although they make us feel unwell, sometimes very unwell, the thing is, viruses don't respond to antibiotics.
Antibiotics really don't work for most common colds and sore throats, and using them when you don't really need them can actually be quite harmful for the body. Antibiotics are drugs, and just like any other medication, they can have side effects. Sometimes you can get sickness and diarrhea, sometimes you can get skin rashes, and in a few cases you can actually have serious allergic reactions from antibiotics. You'll maybe have heard in the news recently that unnecessary use of antibiotics in the last 20 or 30 years has led to bacteria becoming resistant. The bacteria are now fighting back, and so because of that, the antibiotics that we have aren't quite as effective as we need them to be. But you've still got your sore throat. So what can we do if antibiotics aren't the answer? Well, even though we can't treat the virus itself, we can treat the symptoms of the virus, and that's where the pharmacy comes in. If you can come and see your pharmacist, then the pharmacist can advise you on how to manage the symptoms of your sore throat. Our bodies do actually have an amazing immune system that can actually fight off viruses, but just maybe not quite as quickly as we'd like them to. Sometimes a viral throat infection can take around about 5 days to get over the worst of it, and then maybe another 5 days to actually completely settle. However, in the meantime, the pharmacist can advise you on throat lozenges or throat sprays that you can use to manage the symptoms until your body can really fight it off.
But how do we know it's a virus causing your sore throat? That's a really good question. Lots of research has been done on sore throats because it's such a common problem. If you have a sore throat with a mild temperature, but your glands aren't particularly swollen or painful, and there's no pus on your tonsils, if you have a headache and a cough and a cold, then you can be confident that the infection is caused by a virus.
Sore throats are one of the most common conditions that we see in community pharmacy, and it's definitely something that we can help you with. I've already mentioned about using throat lozenges and throat sprays, but there's also painkillers such as paracetamol, 2 tablets 4 times a day, and also ibuprofen, which as well as being an effective painkiller, also has an anti-inflammatory action as well. However, if you're taking ibuprofen, always check with the pharmacist first that it's safe to do so, especially if you have any medical conditions such as asthma or if you have stomach problems. Finally, it's really important when you have a sore throat to drink lots of fluids, and cold drinks are especially useful. And the kids always love it when I recommend ice cream as a form of treatment. So if you have got a sore throat, come and see us in the pharmacy first and we can help you. We can also help with a whole range of other conditions as well, and the good thing about coming in to see the pharmacist is you don't need an appointment, and usually you don't have to wait very long either. If there is something where, in our opinion, we think it'd be better if you did see another healthcare professional, then we'd be able to advise you on what course of action you need to take next.
A small proportion of sore throats are caused by bacteria. If you have a high fever, pus on your tonsils, and very large, painful glands, with no cough or cold symptoms, you may require antibiotics. In this situation, we suggest phoning the on-call doctor who will examine and give you antibiotics if needed. So we're not being awkward not dishing out antibiotics like GPs used to do back in the day. Sore throats really are mainly viral, and we've learnt the hard way how best to use antibiotics. We hope this video helps you to look after your sore throat with the help of your local pharmacy. We hope you get well soon.